moving on to the next question, the election. Obviously, I've been doing the interview, so I'm excited about that, and I'm actually excited for this election. There's a lot of people that have thrown their names into the mix. And actually, for those of you guys that don't know, Scoriox doesn't want to promote this by himself, but I want to put it out there. Scoriox is also running for election. So right now on the channel, we have 2 nominees, and we're going to make them fight to the death. No, we're not actually. We're not actually.
And better more in chat.
Yeah, but better more in chat. Yo, let's go. I'm the only I'm not involved. I'll moderate. But no, Daraji. So I wanted to ask, man. You didn't, correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't put your name in the mix last election, correct?
I didn't. So I did in the December one, missed this last one, had some other things going on. And so for me, it is a commitment. So if I win, I want to be able to have the time, have the ability to serve the community. And I didn't think in the last one that I would have that time. This time, some things have opened up. It's like, yeah, if I get elected, I can commit to this for 3 months.
Awesome. So I want, that's okay. Because I was going to ask you, why didn't you do that last election? And obviously, so for this election, why did you decide to put aside from the fact that you have time now and the ability to commit, why did you put your name in the mix? Is there something in the current council that you see that you want to improve, that you think needs to be changed? Or is there just a different perspective that you wish to present that you think isn't being presented right now?
I think just participating in some of the IIP channel chats, that I do offer a different perspective and just kind of my style of being data driven, very logical, and the ability to kind of distill the arguments for and against. And when you release the council interview that you and I did, like you're going to see, like it really is coming back to trying to distill complex ideas. And I think I do that very well. And I offer a different perspective on it that I really pride myself of, aside from being associated with the ILLUVIUM guys. I'm not in any guilds. I'm not tied to any other crypto projects. And so there's really no conflict of interest for me. And I think that's a concern for some members of the community, as we have guild leaders, different people involved in other crypto projects, founders. It's like, okay, there potentially are conflicts here over time. And so to be somebody that is self-declared, like, I assure you I'm not, I don't know what I can do to the community other than trust me, but to be transparent on that. I think that's something that I want to offer.
Yeah. And actually, I forgot to mention, so we had our interview 4 hours ago. And I'm going to be putting that up straight away. As soon as this episode is done, I'll be making that live. So anyone that is watching this with Daraji right now, head on over to that. And it's a really good conversation. And I shouldn't promote it too heavily as I'm trying to be objective, but it is a very good conversation. Cool. Scoriox, is there anything you want to touch on with the election on your end? Why did you put your name in the mix?
Honestly, halfway through the nominations, or towards the end of the nominations last time, I had quite a few people come to me and ask me if I was running for council. I had quite a few people that thought I would be a good fit and thought I would do a good job or whatever else. And they thought I should be running. And I'm like, oh, well, I never really considered it because I never really saw that as, I didn't really see myself as a way I could help. But after seeing this past election, all the proposals and things, I always have so many ideas about everything. I think I really could add a lot to the conversation. And there is always a lot I want to add, especially with tokenomics and things. I know that a lot happens behind the scenes and maybe I just don't see that. But I feel like sometimes that sort of stuff isn't touched on as much as I would personally like it to be. So I just feel like I'd be able to help out and put in my own thoughts and things like that. And I don't know, a lot of people wanted me to run for council. And there was other people that I was backing and I was like, yeah, well, look, I mean, next epoch, I will run and we'll see how I go. And I definitely want to try my best and help out.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I want to do my part. That's all.
Yeah.
I think a rotating council is always nice. Get a few new people in there, a few new ideas. Otherwise, your ideas start to repeat themselves, and I'm not a big fan of that. This actually flies a little bit against what Daraji said with the guilds and stuff like that. I mean, he's right 100% that you don't want too many outside incentives and stuff like that. But at the same time, you can vote anyone out when you want. So if there is stuff like that happening, you can get rid of it. And on the second side of it, you should rotate through that sort of stuff. Maybe you have a few guild representatives in, but they're always a different guild every epoch. until eventually you're repeating and stuff like that. I don't know. I just think a variety of different ideas every epoch is always nice. That's all.